will never run out of reasons to give you praise, of reasons to bless your name, of reasons to lift my hands in worship. I will never run out of reasons to give you praise, of reasons to bless your name, of reasons to lift my hands in worship. Oh Lord, our Lord, how excellent is your name in all the earth. There is no one like you, There is no one like you. I did see the workings of your hands when I think of the moon and the stars, yeah. There is no one like you. There is no one like you. Nothing can stop the melody in my heart, oh. Nothing can stop the rhythm within my mind. It's your love, oh. Yeah, they feel always, oh. It's your love, oh. Nothing can stop the melody in my heart, oh. Nothing can stop the rhythm within my mind. It's by your grace, oh. Me I did run this race, oh. My soul, and never forget, He is good, He is kind, He loves you. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, and never forget, He is good, oh He is kind, He loves you. Nothing can stop the melody in my heart, oh. Nothing can stop the rhythm within my mind. It's your love, oh. Me I dey feel always, oh. It's your love, oh. Nothing can stop the melody in my heart, oh. Nothing can stop the rhythm within my mind. It's by your grace, oh. Me I dey run this race, oh. It's by your grace, oh. Nothing can stop the melody in my heart, oh. Nothing can stop the rhythm within my mind. It's your love, oh. Yeah, they feel always, oh. It's your love, oh.
All right, good evening, everyone, and then good to have you guys back here on Random Convos. And tonight is going to be exceptionally amazing, right? So, just take out a little time and go share the link. We are live streaming on both Facebook and YouTube. So, take out a little time and share the link to friends and well wishers. So this is one of the beautiful nights I also look forward to having an amazing conversation with a great man, an amazing personality, someone that I love and I respect so much. So just do well to share the link on all the WhatsApp platforms that you belong, your WhatsApp status, your Facebook timeline, talk everywhere. You can do that quickly. We just have um, less than a minute or two to do that. So let's quickly share the link. Let's quickly share the link. Yes. Let's quickly share the link. I can't wait to unleash the lion. I can't wait to unleash the lion. Good evening, sir. Sir, don't worry, I will unleash you very soon. This night is going to be something else. So, okay, when it comes on stage, I will say what I want to say. But the truth is, this is one man you will love to hear. That's just the truth. So, guys, I'm bringing my pen and my paper. So this is one man you would love to hear. And one of the beautiful things about him is that he loves God unapologetically. Like his love for God is on the increase. So let me not come and talk too much. So, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, welcome to another refreshing, unscripted, unfiltered edition of Random Convos, the show where we talk life, we talk faith, purpose, spirituality, finance, marriage, growth, and everything in between. Just like a table conversation among friends. So that's basically what we do here. We allow every of our guests be themselves. We don't script or tell them, okay, tell us this question to this. We just tell them that just expect something beautiful. It's just about you. It's just about you, right? So tonight is an honor to host an amazing guest, a man of depth, a voice of grace, a friend, a leader, a communicator par excellence, in the person of Mr. Tochukwu Onyema Wisdom, popularly known as the Talker.
Thank you so much. Awesome, awesome. A privilege to be here. So much of a
Wow.
privilege. Awesome stuff
Wow.
you've built here. Great stuff.
Hmm.
Great stuff.
Ah, so this kind of recommendation I'm receiving from a man like you.
No, but it's the truth. You've done great. I followed some episodes as well, and the I was just wondering how you intended to pull this off, you know. And you just gave me the link a few minutes ago, and there was a my
Yes.
goodness. You should teach on this, right? And so that other people
Hmm.
would be more excellent with what they do, when it comes to, such things. I'm being serious. I'm being serious. There was a back,
Wow.
just for those watching, there was a back room where I was waiting, and so that he comes on, does the introductions, and then I hop on. So all of this is just amazing, just
Thank you
amazing.
so much, sir.
It's
Thanks so much.
incredible.
We are learning from you, sir.
Yeah, this is your field. Let's not go there. This is your field. I should come and take no
Wow.
lessons from you.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
First off, thank you for accepting to be here. I had a double mind before reaching out to you. And
Hmm.
the okay, let me not call it double mind. Let me just call it a concern. And the concern was I know your capacity and I know the kind of things okay, by the way, guys, he just finished from an online meeting. He had an online meeting
That's
today
true.
around 8 p.m. and then he's here. So this is also uh, adding or contributing to the concern I had. So that concern is, will he accept to be here? So anyways, I just said, let me give it a try. And to the glory of God, you are here. I know you're a man of the spirit, and if you are not instructed or released to be here, you wouldn't be here. So
Hmm.
I'm saying thank you so much. Thank you
I've
so
always
much.
just loved what you
Sincerely
do, and thank you
appreciate
for accommodating me. Again, it's a privilege to grace your platform. I see what you're building, and in the near future, I'll be able to say I've been there, and be able to even point people to the link and say, "Look at me, I was once on this platform." So when you see greatness, it's always great to just, identify with greatness, and you're building something really great, innovative, and beautiful. So I'm glad to be a part of it, and thank you for accommodating me, because we were supposed to have this conversation yesterday, but
it. Yes,
it
sir.
wasn't possible for me, and thank you for accommodating me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. So you're looking good, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. So are you. But my marriage is we are free, right? We can be very free. We
Yes,
can be
yes,
so
sir.
my
Yes,
marriage
sir.
looks good on you. Marriage looks really good on you. My goodness. I've just been looking at your videos, and I'm like, bro, other men should go and get married. I don't know what they're waiting for. Yeah, they should go and get married. I'm telling you, it looks really great on you. Yeah, I should see your wife one day and just acknowledge her, thumbs up to her. She's doing amazing. You look.
Thank you
Are you
so
sure
much,
you're
sir.
still in Nigeria or you've left us? Because you look so great and well taken care of. That's really great to see.
Yes, sir. And let me not say some personal things here. There was a video I was watching. I've forgotten who you were with. Hey, hi. Where you mentioned that you guys were waiting for Bookie. So I've forgotten the person
Okay,
you were
yes, it was
with.
when I traveled to the UK. Yes, yes.
Kai! My God.
Look at this man. It was when I
Let me.
we had a wedding, so I traveled to the UK. You know, I'm an MC now, so I was to host
Kai.
that wedding. So yeah, and Bookie them it was more like a gathering because I hadn't seen Bookie in 2 years or more.
Wow.
So it was an opportunity to meet everybody, and so we all met there. Yeah,
Wow. Wow.
thank you.
So why is it easier to travel from am I permitted to say where you are?
Yeah, yeah, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay
Okay.
for the
So why
purposes.
is it okay, sir? So why is it easier to travel from Canada to UK than traveling from Nigeria to UK?
I feel you know this answer, but then let's educate for the purpose of education. So yeah, like you said, this conversation covers many you know facets of life, right? So the thing
Yes,
is,
sir.
once you leave, sadly, we're from a third world country, and that comes with a lot of issues. If I'm to put it that way, Nigeria is a third world nation. It's there. So that means what somebody in what's the word I could use? Somebody like a country like America would do, you need to do triple of that work. So if you're going to get a visa from Nigeria, you must do what we call due diligence and you must overwork. Like if they're asking for, you know, six things, you need to provide nine. Um, that is especially if you intend to migrate to these countries and not just visit. So yeah, so visas are often hard from Nigeria. But if you do your due diligence, put in everything that you need to put in, I think you should be able to get it. But once you leave Nigeria, right, and you have those stamps in your passport, on your passport that you've been there, you've been to one or two countries, visas become easy to get. It becomes like a walk in the park to get them. Of course, you would have some limitations, being that you still have maybe the green passport, but then because you've been here, you've touched here, they see this visa on your passport, then every other country becomes like a walk in the park. So that's why, for me, to my understand, that's why it's easier to travel from a country like Canada to the UK.
Hi. Good.
This man, this man. Now let us say some very personal things on here. So let's
Yes, 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 sir.
respect your,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
respect yourself so
Hi.
that we don't begin to talk. Yeah. So, but
Once
that's
more.
primarily it.
Okay. Wow. So, sir, I want to say once more, God bless you. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
sir. Thank you.
I see all the things you do. I'm not so much of I know you as well. You are not so much of the social media dweller. So you just come, put out the message, and people like us, we watch those messages and we are refreshed. And one of
Thank
the
you.
beautiful and fascinating things about you is the code in, just like my pastor will always say, Pastor Ifeanyi, that the code in Canada did not quench the fire. So I see people like you, I see people like Buki and others, like I'm just like, so in my head I'm like, there is hope for myself. Oh. I'm not talking
Mhm.
about
Mhm.
others, so for myself
Mhm.
there is hope.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I'm grateful to God about that. It's one thing I don't take for granted. So thank you so much for remaining consistent.
Thank you, Jesus.
Um, is that School of prayer. Ah, that,
Yeah, School of the Spirit. Yes,
yeah,
and
School of
stuff
the
like that.
Spirit, SOS,
Hmm.
yes. So you're still consistent with it, just like it was just okay, apart from the physical
Hmm. Meetings. Yes.
touch and all those things, it is still there. God
Hmm.
bless you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Godson. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
So, sir, I
Yes, sir.
want to know who is very much. I'm
Hmm.
very proud to ask this question because I've seen you make that update online.
Hmm.
So I
Hmm.
want to know who is the talker when nobody is watching.
Hmm. Whoa, that's a very great question. It sounds very simple, but then it leaves me thinking. So who is the talker when nobody's watching? I think I'm a very simple person. If I had my way, now when I say I am the shy type, people don't believe me because everything I do brings me in the open. But I'm very shy, you see. Now that I said this, if people see this video, they will start laughing or something like that. But I'm a very shy person, a simple person as well. I don't like life being complicated. I don't like worrying. I just like taking it one day at a time, living as simply as I can. I don't have too many aspirations. Now, this is not to lure anybody, but this is how I keep myself sane. So I'm a very simple guy that wants to just serve the Lord, work to earn, build my businesses and just travel around the world and take care of my family. Hopefully, I'm answering your question in the best way possible, but this is just me. I'm a very simple person. I'm not hungry for too many things. Um,
Mm,
I'm not hungry for too many things. What I want out of life is is very different from a lot of things that people want. So yeah, I'm a very simple person. If let's say I have all the money in the world, and when I say all the money in the world, like enough to do the things I intend to do, you may not even be seeing me online or trying to. I'll just go live quietly, build, my friends and family, and just live life. Yes, sir.
mm, mm. Okay, so I also want to take the question further.
Mhm.
The talker is a simple person
Mhm.
that I know as well because you don't look sophisticated.
Mm. Thank you.
This is for me. Oh, you don't look sophisticated. So, and I appreciate that. So, but is there anything that you know that people assume about you
Mhm.
that is far from the truth?
Well, I don't know how. You see this question now is becoming well, to be frank, I think I give off an impression of maybe not for some people that got to know me. I give off. So if you ask some people from afar, especially maybe when I was in Owerri, people will say he's a very proud person. That I'm very proud,
Mm,
maybe because of the way I behave. I'm not everywhere. I'm in some places or something like that. So the common notion is that he has this facade of a proud person, right? But I and now on the flip side, if I say I'm not proud, I believe that person now is proud. So I don't know if I'm proud. You see, I believe I'm a work in progress. So but I don't believe it in the sense of what people say. Hey, he's proud. He always wears this. No, like I said, I'm a very simple person that just wants to serve the Lord as much as I can. Serve my generation in the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ. Make money. I don't want to be too wealthy. Like I told you, I'm not hungry for a lot of things. I just want to have enough to do the things I intend to do. So I think that's just what comes to my mind, unless there's something else that you've heard and then I can debunk it or say, okay, this is true or not true.
I've not heard anything. The only part
Mm,
I've heard, which you've also mentioned, is that being proud. So
mm-hmm,
I heard that couple of times when you were still around.
yes.
So and then it also contradicts that aspect that I believe that you are a simple person. So how can you be simple and proud at the same time? So I didn't pay attention to some of
Mm-hmm.
those things.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Can I
So
just add something? Can I add
I
something? Can I
yes,
add
yes,
something
yes,
in just
yes,
1 minute? The
yes.
thing is, once you have some principles that people cannot identify with, they tend to think,
Mm,
this person gives off this person is proud or something like that. I'm an
yes,
entertainer. You
yes.
understand what I mean because you also know quite a lot of entertainers, having also been in the graphics. You used to do flyers for a lot of us too. So you know this. You've been involved in this game. But I wasn't always everywhere, right? I'm a believer first before being an entertainer. So that leads me to what I can take on, the event I could take on, where I could be, right? So I had to turn down a lot of other engagements and several other, probably things that people may have heard or something like that. But I'm a very simple person. Anybody that knows me knows what I'm just saying. I'm very simple and easygoing, right?
Wow. So talking about being a simple person, can you share a part of your childhood experience
Hmm.
that that has shaped you into who you are, and then by extension your communication gifts, because you speak
Hmm.
so well.
Thank you for that. So I think it's my upbringing, my parents, my parents. So my mom made us read the dictionary as a culture. She made us.
Wow.
If you're reading a book and you come across a word you've not seen before, it was my mom that taught us to make sure you check that word and make sure you know exactly what it meant. I grew under strict parenting, so that affected me in a lot of ways. Positive. It is now that I call it positive. Then I thought they were cruel. I thought my parents they didn't love me or stuff like that. I went to government secondary school. I was in Rotary, and we had parties to attend, and I couldn't go because my parents won't let me. You see, so I hated them for it, but now I'm grateful for it. You see, I'm very grateful for it. So what shaped me, I can attribute it just to the environment that I grew up in, and that environment is called parenting. The kind of parents I had, I couldn't stay up late in the house. You just have to, even though I went to the law, you just have to be running. It's past 6 and you're still outside. You will tell your creator who sent you outside at that time. So that has led to, just fine tune my life. I've now seen that those unspoken trainings has now led to who I am or who I'm becoming because I'm not at the final stages of who I am. So this is that has led to this. I own my own house. I do my stuff, but those things still like if I'm running late, I'm texting my wife. This is what is happening. I'll be driving down by this time because of this. Just that thing. I shouldn't be home late. Nobody's checkmating me anymore, but I still feel responsible for the time that I come in and all of that, just because of the trainings I had. So um, that trip, but the parenting I had affected a lot of things in my life, and now I call them positive. Then on the flip side, like you said, extending it to communicating, I I love listening to great speakers. I love reading. I love reading too, right? So these two aspects has affected the way I speak, the way I talk generally or communicate. Even I believe communication is beyond talking. It includes also writing. So um, people I listen to, people I learn from. I learn from everybody. I learn from anything. I believe you have something I need. I watch you. I listen to you. I pick out lessons. I believe everybody is a photocopy. Some people claim that
Mm,
they everybody is a photocopy. There's no, for instance, who started making shoes, right? We don't know the first person that made shoes, but we see shoes everywhere. We have companies
yeah,
specialized in making certain kinds of shoes, but they didn't exactly start making shoes, right? They copied from somewhere and made something out of what they copied. So in truth, nobody is
yeah,
actually self-made. This thing we say I'm self-made is fallacy, because you're not self-made. You copied from somebody. Somebody helped you. You learned from somewhere. You may not quote it. You may be proud to say this is where I learned from, but somebody you picked lessons from someone. You learned from someone. So nobody is an
yeah,
original, unquote. You are only original to the level that you have copied what you copied and made it yours. You see, right? You added your
mm,
flair to it, but everything in ministry and entertainment, in music, everywhere, everybody learned from somebody. Nobody is self-made. I don't believe that. Nobody is self-made. God showed me this and showed you
hi,
that. This thing you're saying God showed you is because you've had another person say God showed me, right? So everybody is learning from somebody, whether it's a symbiotic relationship. Everybody is drawing from, that's the way the earth is. The earth is made to be interdependent. We're interdependent on each other, whether we agree to it or not. That's the truth.
mm,
Whether you agree or not, somebody has influenced the way you write, somebody influenced the way you speak, somebody influenced your desires, right? Positive or negative, but everybody is learning from everybody. Everybody. There's nobody on earth that is not learning from anybody. Right. Oh, network froze. Or can you still hear me? What's going on? Sorry, everybody. My host is frozen. I'm guessing it's a network jam or something like that. So I'll just wait for him to come back on. Really sorry to see that. All right. What's happening? Ooh. Okay. We'll just give our host a few more minutes to come back on. So, but then thank you for joining in, and hopefully it's been profitable for you. Okay, he's back.
yeah, yeah. Sorry about that.
That's okay. It happens. Network.
Ah, so you can hear me, sir.
Yes, I can. I can hear you.
Okay. So I wanted to ask, I wanted to get into the aspect of ministry, but of what you said, let me move to mentorship.
Mhm.
So I've had a guest, I think the last two guests I had
Mhm.
who is so passionate, and I'm also somebody who is passionate about mentorship. I
Mhm.
have a mentor who is also passionate about mentorship. Now, just from what you said, that
Mhm.
there is nobody that is safe made. That's one of the biggest challenge we have in this generation. Everybody
Yes.
feels
Yes.
nobody contributed to their lives, they
Yes.
just
Yes.
arrived.
Yes.
Now, I I want to ask, what's the biggest mistake you think that young believers make the most in their pursuit of destiny and purpose fulfillment?
Very good question, sir. And just to go straight to the point, I think is we are in a generation that overcomplicates things. Um, we
Hmm.
we just because we want all everybody wants to be superior to the other, so we overcomplicate things that should be very simple, right? Like growing up, you see the teachings we used to hear: read your Bible, pray every day, um, have good character. There is grace in Christ to be the simple things. But we are in a generation that wants to complicate these things. 19 keys to this. So the younger believers are growing up to see that they too put on the shoulder pad of which is pride, to think that this is the way it ought to be, until Satan flogs you. Right. So the mistake
Hmm.
people
Hmm.
make is to just run off. They want to be connected to a certain big name, right? Because everybody is trying to be a superstar, everybody is trying to be seen, and they don't know how to
Yes.
differentiate that from ministry. Ministry is different. If you're into entertainment, you're flying your business, that's okay. But you see, in ministry, we're not doing superstar, we're not doing the best or the greater or this, right? It's you're a servant of Jesus, right? So young
Hmm.
believers want to be connected to what we call a certain grace. So you say this is your mentor, your role model. You don't have access to this person, right? You're crying, he's not crying with you. You're only crying with his picture on your phone, right? So you can't call this person. But there are people that have gone ahead of you, that are around you, that you can actually learn from,
Hmm.
right? So, but the way we understand, now that you're even talking about the way we understand mentorship in this generation, is so faulty. It's so faulty.
Hmm.
What people are looking for is who is already made. The man that is driving 6 cars.
Yes.
That's who they think is
Yes.
a worthy mentor. But according to, if we're looking at mentorship, the way the Bible, you know, the way it is in scriptures, or the way it's actually supposed to be, it's supposed to be somebody that has gone ahead of you, that can just say, avoid this pothole, avoid this mistake, avoid this, can correct you here, can somebody you give a right into in your life to bring instructions, to bring corrections. But that is the problem of this generation. Everybody's looking at, I don't want to call names, everybody's looking at certain names to be their mentors, and that's why they don't have directions, right? Like I said, every life is
Hmm.
supposed to be symbiotic. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
interdependent. This person has gone ahead. He draws me alongside with him. You see, when I was getting married, I keep, like, I've helped a lot of my friends also in that season and phase of marriage and planning, because you've been there. It can be very, if you're not
Yeah.
careful, it can swallow your head. But what's helped me was mentorship. You see, I
Hmm.
had one or two persons telling me, see this, a woman wants to hear this, a woman wants to see this, avoid this if you're talking to your father-in-law, do this, do this. So it was an easy process. It was as if I have been there before, because I could see through the eyes of the people instructing me.
Hmm.
But our generation is too proud to identify with people. They will rather
Yeah.
identify with people that they don't have access to. So somebody travels to Lagos only to come back with a picture that he snapped with a certain man of God, that just shook your hands. And you will see on their Facebook post, I met with Grace. You met with Grace. What has he done in your life? You don't have his number. You don't have access. You can't call him. You can't message him. He's too busy. But you have somebody around you in your church or around your neighborhood that you can actually learn from and grow.
Hmm. Kai.
So
Kai.
that's the problem we have in our generation. Everything is complicated. Everybody is pursuing.
Hmm.
ev- Everybody is hitting the air without actually saying, "This is what I want out of life. I'm going to follow this young man. I see he's great in character. I see he has moved forward. And follow that person."
Hmm.
Right. So that's it. I just avoided calling names of people. You know those I'm talking about, that everybody's looking out for. I met with grace. You didn't meet with any grace. That grace you met with all 5,000 other people in the same place that you've traveled to.
Yes,
You don't have
yes,
access to him.
yes.
He doesn't know your name. He doesn't know you. He doesn't know you. But you're running around looking for grace. You
Mm,
can't find grace like that. Connect to people closer to you and grow. They've been ahead of you. There are lots of things you've learned in the business world as well. You've been an
mm.
entrepreneur for a very long time. When you teach, it's not the people that teach on paper like we see on social media. Everybody is, I'm selling a course. We should be listening to people that have tested this thing, the likes of you that run a successful business that we know that he went from point A to point B. Those are people we should be learning from. But I can come with my suit, sound, glamorous, and everybody will start buying, and I sell it. Listen, and I will not say early birds, 40,000. Everybody's rushing. Bah, 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 bah. You rush in and rush out. You learned nothing from the course. Your life is not better. It's sad to see. Sad to see. Oh my God, what is going on with this network? If you're listening to us, hopefully it's actually adding to you. And yeah, like my host said, we're just talking, and I'm just speaking because I'm still live. So let's see.
God, God, God.
Okay, he's back.
Nigeria is doing me
It's well.
plenty
I
today.
totally understand, and I think every other person does understand too. The network is it's crazy.
Oh, early bed.
Early bird 30,000, then late birds 50,000, but the cost is actually 30,000. Stop telling us early birds because nobody's early. Then you sell cost. Nothing is in the cost. No practical. What I'm saying is no practical. Listen, I don't want to say some things on here just because I want to be a little bit careful. But we are in a generation that we are dealing with people that are not practical with their experiences. You see?
Mm,
Yeah, they're not
yes,
practical.
yes.
You're not. If you teach business, I'll listen. I'll pay to listen to you. I'll pay to listen to you because I've seen you build stuff. I saw you build your company, right? So if you're doing a class, 4 things I've learned in business, I will learn from you. I saw something you built. You're teaching me something. Where have you practiced it? Show us a prototype of something you've built. But there, no, you're
Mm,
just teaching. Social media, everybody is a teacher, everybody is a pedagogue, everybody is a teacher, everybody is an instructor, everybody's a mentor. Everybody's leading everybody. So we just keep going. That's where we are today. That's where we are. That's the mistakes
yes.
believers make. And if you're listening to us, please go back to the Bible model. Find a brother,
Mm,
find a sister that has just gone ahead of the level where you are and learn from them.
mm,
That's it. That's the mentorship. That's mentorship.
mm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Wow. So so the thing is, I've actually delivered on my promise, the promise I made to my audience so far, that this night is going to be value packed, and we've been breaking tables.
Yes, yes, yes. Very
I've been
important.
learning as well. I've been learning as well. Wow.
Same, sir.
Okay. So, sir, I want to ask, who mentored you most deeply? And then, what was
Hmm.
one lesson you still live by in that season of mentorship? Okay, yes, what's one lesson you still live by?
Who mentored me mostly? I don't know if I
Sir,
want to
sorry,
call
sir.
names.
Sorry, do you know why I'm
Hmm.
asking?
Yes, please.
You see this aspect of you don't want to call names. You're a man that is so discreet.
I try
Like,
to be. Yes,
so you, the person will need to be inside of your
yes,
caucus
yes,
to be
yes. To know
privileged to
certain things.
certain, yeah. So
Yes.
you don't say them. So that's why I'm asking for my personal use. So I want to know.
Well,
Because
well, the
if
truth.
I chat you won't tell me. So we
No,
are
no, no.
here now.
So the thing is, so I've had different stages in my life. Now I have a
Hmm.
teacher currently, right? But there are people that have contributed to my life, right? I didn't rush into calling anybody mentor um, early because I'm someone that is um, I love being convinced about a thing. My generation, I saw the
Hmm.
way people have like 94 mentors, you know. Um,
Jesus.
yeah, yeah, we have daddy. He's calling daddy here. He has another daddy there. Daddy, 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 daddy. How many daddies? Even in the even in the natural sense, how many daddies do we have? Isn't all one, right? So you can learn from people. It doesn't mean that you say mentor me. You go to another person, mentor me. Go from another person, mentor
Hmm.
me. It's that's stupidity. You won't learn. Do you understand? So
Hmm.
I've had people contribute to my life and I'm grateful to them until today. I still tell them the story, right? Until I got to a point and I said, this phase that I'm in, I need an instructor, I need a teacher. And then I connected, with my teacher. And before even I did, it was still after a very long time of following without telling him I want you to be my teacher or something. I just followed this person, modeled my life in so many ways after this person. And then there are two other people I honor and respect in my life. Even my wife knows that if push comes to shove and she needs to call somebody, my wife knows one or two persons she can call to report me. You
Hmm.
see, so I put those systems in my life just to help me remain sane. Like I said, nobody can do life alone. Even God Himself said it is not good for man to be alone. So we
Yes.
we need people, we need systems around us that helps us keep us sane rather.
Hmm.
So yeah, for me, that's I didn't call a specific name, but I'm under good tutelage, right? If I'm to put it that way. So and you ask what do I live by? Um, the
Yes.
people that I've modeled my life after are people that just want to live for Jesus. You see, they're not
Hmm.
flamboyant. I know some very rich, you know, people that are not flashy. They're not
Hmm.
flashy, and that has directly impacted me in a lot of ways. They're not showy. They don't show you, okay, but I'm not saying, if you please mark my word, I'm not saying if you show, that could be the way you are, no problems. It could be that you're not boasting. But I'm saying the people, like my interviewer is asking a question, so I'm answering. The people I follow are people, there are people that keep their lives very private and they are so blessed. I mean, materially and otherwise, so blessed. But they are not everywhere
Hmm.
you know, showing this. Even when it comes to ministry, the person or people I say these are people I follow are people that are they just want to serve Jesus. They see material things as material things. So they have fleet of cars, but
Hmm.
they don't make it to the gram. They don't make it to social media, because that's not what I hopped on
Yeah.
here to do. You see, so show your own, or if you want to, that's your prerogative. But like, this is what mentorship has affected my life and shaped and remolded me into. This is why I'm the way I am. I really want to. If bro, I'm an entertainer. I don't even show.
Yes, sir.
I don't. I'm supposed to be noisy.
Yes, yes, yes,
Entertainment
yes.
demands that you are noisy. So I struggle to bring
Hmm.
that balance. You see, I'm on the plane.
Yeah.
I want to show that I'm on the plane. I want to show. So it's hard for me to push myself to do certain things, right? So that's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing. So mentorship has helped me
Wow.
be the way I am today.
I'm totally enjoying this conversation. So, a lot of things you said, if not all, I just is all
Mm-hmm.
validates what I live by as a person, and then
Yes.
most of my values. So
Yes.
now I also want us to touch on this. Somebody somebody made a comment about it, and then was like, you celebrate your little wins.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the little wins we are talking about is basically everything about your life is out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a circle of if I have a business community, and then is a
Mm-hmm.
business community of just small business owners who are doing
Yeah.
great for themselves. So
Yes. Yes.
in that community, there are things I said, just like the things you said now.
Mm-hmm.
I say it to them, and it's not as though I've heard it anywhere,
Mm-hmm.
but this is just my personal principle, and I just tell
Yes.
them this
Yes.
is how I live.
Yes.
So if I say it, it sounds as though I'm committing a sin.
Mm-hmm.
How can you? How can I be doing something and you're telling me not to be too loud or go
Mm-hmm.
all out about it?
Mm-hmm.
So, and one of the things I told them is that there are a lot of people who are doing so much,
Mm-hmm.
and yet a little are known about them. But
Mm-hmm.
those people are doing so much. They are doing,
Mm-hmm.
I give them a lot of instances, a lot.
Yes.
So it
Yes.
doesn't mean that when you are not posting, it doesn't mean that
Mm-hmm.
you are not making progress.
Yes.
So, and what you just said is perfect, is
Yes.
totally correct. Totally correct. So, I don't know if you would want to add more voice or lend more voice to that aspect, so as we just need to deliver people from the spirit of insanity.
Okay. So just to, I love what you're saying, but just to balance what we are talking about now,
Mm,
a lot of people, we're in a showbiz generation.
yeah,
Even ministry now, even ministry in a lot of ways is showbiz. Now, not in the negative sense. Ministries are doing reels, they are doing short clips, they are doing
mm,
a lot of things that were only for entertainers. Everybody is a content
yeah,
creator now. Everybody's a
yeah,
content
yeah,
creator, in that sense. People believe that if you don't show it, nobody will see it, and that
mm,
can be a true in a sense. That can be truth in a sense, right? But the where I have an issue is when people do things without goals in mind, right?
mm,
So
mm,
my question to you is, why are you showing what you're showing? What do you want people to see? Do you want them to see that you're doing so well, or are you actually showing your business? Because if you do this with a goal, right, then it doesn't eat you up, because social media can eat you up.
yeah, yeah,
I'm not even on all platforms as I am supposed to be, right? Still, it takes my time. Even me that says I'm disciplined.
mm,
Do you get? It takes, so imagine
yeah,
someone that lives his or her whole life on social media. There was a time
ah,
for years I didn't post on Instagram, you know. Now, this was because also my business, especially when I was in Owerri, I had built a fan base. So I had this refer, because there are two or three ways to build your business, and I'm sure the one that shows on social media, the ones that comes from referral. So
yeah,
I had a referral network. Some planners, some friends, and some well wishers always referred my business. So I didn't even need to be on Instagram. I felt Instagram was a distraction. I started coming back to Instagram because I left that base and came to where I am right now. So I needed to
mm,
show people what I'm doing in a little way. At least let them see what I have done. Because once you say you do this, people say, okay, show me your Instagram, right?
mm,
So, but you must post with a goal, especially if you're a believer and you are not earning from social media. Post with a goal in mind. I want to show my business. I want to inspire someone. Not that you're on social media just showing everything about your life. I know where you went. I know what you ate on Friday afternoon. I know where you're traveling to. It could be a security risk, right? It could be.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
No, but okay. Can I even tell story? Nobody is really this thing we say my fans. Nobody is really your fan. When you enter trouble, that's when you will know you're alone, right?
Mm,
So come on social
yeah,
media with a goal in mind, right? I want to build
yeah.
something. I want people to see my business, earn from it. I want to inspire somebody, stuff like that. But if you're posting aimlessly, you could have 100,000 followers and you don't have anybody. Unless
Mm,
you've not been on
mm.
social media for long to see people take a fall. I've seen people take a fall and they were alone,
Hi.
but they had a large following on social media.
Mm,
So don't let it get to your head. My fan, my this. The day hand will touch you, you will be alone, and you'll find out fanship is nothing. It doesn't mean anything, right?
yeah,
It doesn't mean anything if you don't use it with a goal in mind, where I'm selling something, I'm getting something because of this. But if it's just aimless posting everywhere you go, I'm going to Abuja. You show people in this world of today where you
mm,
can easily be trailed. That's
yeah.
crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Most of my
Hi.
postings, and I intend to be posting a lot more this season, but it will be after I've left the place, right?
Yes,
It's after I've
yes.
left the place, and then I show it. You think I went there or I'm still there, but I've left because of
Mm,
my security, right? So you don't know. People are watching you, and it's the fact. Go on X, you see that people know you. You think it's just
mm.
social media. People know you. People know your street. People from the things you've posted. If you're listening to us, you had better be careful. From the things you've posted, people can actually identify you. And
Yeah.
let me add this since we're talking about social media. When you are applying for visas to certain countries, they now ask for your social media handles. So you had better be careful, right? They now ask for your social
Yay.
media handles. Some jobs require you to attach some of your social media handles.
Mm,
So hopefully, social media has actually become the new CD. So hopefully, you are posting with a goal in mind, and you're not just being aimlessly flashy and just on social media. Yes, sir.
hi. Oh, I'm getting blessed. So, there are a lot of comments here. Most of them from Facebook, some of them from YouTube. Okay, majorly Facebook here. So, okay, yeah, and some from YouTube.
Hmm.
Hmm. So, Minister Oscar said something. He said people know you. Okay, so let me just I've not touched my question. So sir, let's talk about ministry for 2 minutes.
Yes.
So at what point did you know your life was meant for ministry?
Hmm. And we're supposed to discuss this in 2 minutes. Oh, but let me go straight to it. I believe that every Christian is a minister. Now, not necessarily that every Christian
Yes.
is that every Christian, not necessarily that every Christian is called to the fivefold ministry gifts. So Ephesians chapter 4 from verse 8 began to tell us, Jesus died, went on the ground, then he rose, ascended, and then he gave gifts. And those gifts are pastors, apostles, prophets, teachers, and evangelists. And they are supposed to now train ministers, which are believers. Oh, my host has left. And these ministers are supposed to go into the world, and live out for their lives for Jesus, right? So this is the case for me, since I understood that my life in Christ is actually supposed to be lived for. Uh, being born again is actually supposed to be lived for Christ. So I understood that. I kept talking so that our guests would
Yes, yes. Thank
understand
you
better.
so much, sir.
So yeah, yes, sir. So for me, everybody's a minister. So certain teachings I began to hear helped me helped me to understand it better that way. So sorry, Nigeria has happened to you in a lot of ways today, but I understand in a lot of ways. In a lot of
Ah!
ways, I understand. I understand.
Hmm.
So this is the case here. Um, I began to hear some things that helped me realize that I'm supposed to live my life for the cause of Christ.
Hmm.
I believe. Now, let me say this. This might be a little controversial for some people, but I'm gonna say it anyway. The way we understand purpose as believers may actually be wrong, right? And
Okay.
I don't want to overstretch this. Purpose is different from your life goals and ambitions that you have. Purpose, as long as you're a believer, means that there is something God has chosen you in Christ to live for. And that general
Hmm.
purpose is actually to live for Jesus. So some people say my purpose is to go to politics. You go into politics and you're embezzling money. You're a believer, you're embezzling money. Your tummy has become big. But you come to church and give tithes. That's not purpose. Purpose means that anywhere I find myself, I am living for the cause of Jesus. So as an entertainer, I still get, well, social media, but we're believers, so I can say I still get I still I still I still get some certain kinds of people ask me to, oh, I love the way you talk. Can you officiate this, event? And it's an event that doesn't align with my beliefs, and I decline
Hmm.
respectfully. They might, and these people have money. I don't want to go very direct, but you have an idea of what I'm talking about. These people have money. Do you
Yeah.
do you handle this kind of parties? I said no, I do not, respectfully. Right? And there's money to it. But somebody can say, I'm a professional, it doesn't matter, let me just go, you know, you take mic and you shake your body, move your body, shake your body, and it doesn't align the people, it doesn't align. That is, the a believer shouldn't be in that kind of circle, because what you
Kai.
do with your life is also giving an approval or disapproval to things. So
Yeah.
where I see you, whether you're an entertainer or not, that means you are approving of that stuff.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
your actions are approvals or disapprovals. So if I host certain kinds of events, I'm approving it, whether I went there for money or I'm saying I'm a professional or whatever. Let me just stop there so I don't raise. So for me, I started hearing certain teachings that made my life to pan out the way it's panning out right now. And yeah, that's it for
Hmm.
me. That's it for me.
Kai. Hmm. Oh. I'm I'm trying to contain
it's been an awesome
my
time.
excitement and everything. Okay, so I want to ask an emotional question, and then I want to talk about marriage and family.
Okay.
So, okay, let me take the emotional question first. So, what is that one biggest faith battle you've ever fought privately?
Mm. Faith battle. Okay. For me, it's to be where I am today. From I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. You see,
Hmm.
I've made wrong choices. Um, I wasn't always like this, so I've made wrong choices in my life. Uh, so those wrong choices, if not for the mercy of God, wouldn't have allowed me to move forward the way I would have wanted to move forward in life. But you see, God showed me mercy and has also just kept me on the path of growth, you know, with when it comes to I'm being very frank with you. So I made a very bad turn. Um, not as a bad boy or whatever. It was just foolishness in understanding. So something I was supposed to pursue, I didn't pursue it. I just left it, and then it came to haunt me. It haunted me for some years, but somehow God showed me mercy, opened certain doors that restored my life. You know, I still have that regret, and I've helped people not to avoid that mistake that I once made. You see, mentorship again. I've
Yeah.
been able to say,
Yeah.
"Hey, that place you are going
There's
will
no road.
will flog. Satan will use it and flog you. Run away from there." People that give me
Yeah.
authority, to be able to bring instructions in their life. So for me, that was the faith battle. Faith battle to believe on God's word will still come through in my life, even though I didn't do certain things I was supposed to do. This thing they say, opportunity comes but once, but I don't believe it. Opportunities come again and again, but it could be
Yeah.
different opportunities. It gives you an opportunity to correct a mistake that you once made. No opportunity comes
Mm.
once. Opportunities come in different forms and shapes, right? So this
Yeah.
is this for me was the greatest faith battle that comes to my mind. Of course, we've had several other battles, in life, marriage, everything, but this was for me. That bad turn I made almost affected my life negatively, but somehow, by the mercy of God, I am where I am today, and I'm going to where I want to be. You understand what I mean? Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Mm. So uh I made a promise to my wife that I'll be keeping to time. So let me
Yes,
just
yes,
run through,
yes,
and also for yourself, so you can
yes,
also rest, because I know you've
yes,
had a busy day. So let me
yes,
quickly run through this. So
yes.
what has changed in your life after you became a husband?
Hmm. This one is we're supposed to do another life on this one, but I think everything has. You see, marriage is an opportunity to become better if you yield
Mm.
into it. You would think you are forgiven enough until you actually marry. You see that you can be a heartless person. I speak in parables. That I used to say I forgive people in advance, you know, until or I don't even care about thank you, like I do.
Mm.
Sometimes I even practice sending people stuff and they don't know it's me and I don't tell them. But
Yeah.
in marriage, when I do the same for my wife, I want her to tell me thank you, and that thing can become an issue. So
Mm.
marriage has made me better in a lot of ways that you know in a lot of ways I have better understanding. I'm more patient. It was when I got married that I realized that I'm very impatient, right?
Mm.
I'm becoming very patient, learning how to wait for my wife, realizing that there are other aspects of my life that she waits for me.
Yeah.
You see that she's patient with me. So I'm becoming more patient. I'm becoming more patient. I see myself becoming more patient. I see myself enduring more things. Because in marriage, no matter how many years you people courted, I'm saying this now very carefully. In marriage, you will discover that you are yet to even know yourselves as much as you thought that you knew yourself. There are just things you
Yeah.
have to. There are just things you have to say. Okay, because of this, because of that, I'm going to marry. Marriage is actually a journey of faith. I'm saying this to all
Mm.
our other
Mm.
brothers that are yet
Mm.
to marry. I want to know her. I don't know. Marriage is. I know some men of God teach it in a way that they were sure. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Even until the day I got married, I was afraid. Number one, I realized that
Wow.
every other relationship I had with any other lady was going to become just peripheral in the sense that, I can't have something deep with another lady. Do you know, like you're saying bye bye to the world and you're, connecting to this one person on a very personal level. So that was fear. And I'm like, you mean I'm going to do 50 years, 60 years, 70 years with one person? That's not being
One person.
one person. How are we supposed to? You grew up with your brothers and sisters. It wasn't easy. There were battles, there were fights, but we loved ourselves. But the thing was war, you know.
Yeah.
So how am I going to do this? So it was a journey. It's a journey of faith. Marriage is a journey of faith. You just believe that everything will pan out
Mm,
well, as long as you're willing to change and all of that. So for me, on a general note, marriage has changed me in every ramification. I'll say this lastly. I'm a very traditional man. I didn't know I was until I got married. In the
mm,
in the aspect of I'm going to take care of my home. I'm going to don't. I didn't know I believed it. You know, I didn't know I
wow.
believed it until I got here, bro. I almost died. This is social media, so let me censor my word. I was trying to carry everything, and I have maybe another time we'll discuss this. We need to really open
Yeah.
this subject of marriage, and the way it's taught, and make it more real and stuff.
Mm,
I had to learn how to receive help from my wife. She actually taught me.
wow.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I had to learn
Wow.
how to. I learned it was when I came. Especially if you're in Nigeria, you can have. It was when I realized that money can finish and I need help. And she will say,
Mm,
take this one. Do you understand? Take this one and
yeah.
support me. At the beginning, I said, take what? Me. No, please keep it. My money is our money. Your money is your money. Still, you are very foolish. You have life will flog you. Life will flog you until you begin to believe how many people. The man of God, you're getting me angry now by discussing marriage. There are a lot of things that are making men to die young because of their
Yes.
a screwed understanding of what marriage
God.
is. Your wife is
Yeah.
your helpmate, right?
Mm, mm,
Your
mm.
your your wife is supposed to hold your hand up.
Yes.
Two have become one. So there is no my this, your that.
Mm,
It is
yeah.
our this, our that.
Mm,
Everybody's bringing their 100, you know. So that is it.
yeah.
So I do things in the house. I do things in the house, bro. I'm very dutiful. Oh. I didn't even know I could be as dutiful as I am. No, do now. No, do your body will tell you. Body will tell
Hand
you.
go touch you.
Hand go touch, bro. Hand go touch you. No be say shoot bird and mama fly. Hand go touch you. And if you're listening to us and you're still a very traditional man, avoid marriage in this generation. You will cry. Oh boy, you will cry. So I learned to receive help. I learned to open up.
Mm,
Be vulnerable. I like my wife still tells me, cry now. This thing touched you. Can't you cry? I'm that kind of person. How would you see me crying? Why should I cry? I'm learning to be
mm,
vulnerable with my wife. Say, this thing now work today, affected me in a very terrible way. I'm not that kind of person. I like bottling things up. I can handle it.
mm,
But now I have a partner that I need to know that this person is for me, right? So I'm learning.
yeah.
Marriage is
Yeah.
teaching me that. Marriage is opening me up. That if a lady asks you a question, she doesn't expect one sentence. She expects a 400 worded essay. They want you to explain. They want you to explain how was work today. Fine. Like somebody like me, how was work today? I'll tell you, work was work. Work was work. But your wife expects you to say, work was like this. This my colleague called this person, told me that. So
Yes.
when I
Yeah.
went over this site, they expect a full explanation. So I'm learning to talk.
Mm.
I'm learning to talk. I'm called the talker, but when it comes to
But
conversations,
you're learning to talk.
but I'm learning to talk with my wife. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm learning to talk. You have to find those stories and tell them. And be patient. And when they are gisting you, make sure you're concentrating. like you stop
Yes.
pressing your
Yes.
phone and pay attention. Yes, 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 babe. Yes, yes, yes. There's a way you can say yes, 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 and they ask you this yes, 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 you're staying. Are you sure you're listening? You say yes, now I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm following what you're saying. Is it not you that said this guy connect? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm listening to you. So all of these I'm learning in marriage, and it's been a beautiful, beautiful journey for me. But we need to begin to be
Mm,
sincere in the discussion about marriage. We need to be really sincere in the way we and
yeah.
manner we discuss marriage. Yes, sir.
God. God.
Yes, sir.
Hand go touch you. Hand go touch.
You had better hear if you're married and under the sound of our voice, hand go touch you. If you are a traditional man, and by traditional I mean the hand, you will see. I don't know. Some of us are not Igbo, but ask an Igbo brother or sister to interpret when. Do you know what is called when? You will say when. You will say when. I'm telling you, I saw when. I almost died, and my wife had to sit me down and tell me, "I'm here to help you. I'm here to
Mm,
help you. I'm your help.
yes.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
your help." And anyway, I'm your help. And she has lived in
Hi.
this part of the world more than I have, right?
Mm,
So
mm,
she knew better in a lot of things. Being the head doesn't mean you know everything.
yes.
It doesn't
Yes.
mean you know everything. You know, being the head means that God has ordained you to be a leader in a family, but it doesn't mean you know everything. It means that you're
Mm,
able to collate all the ideas in the family and lead with it. But it
yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
mean that every idea comes from you, everything comes from you. You would, in this generation, you would,
Hi.
brother, I wish I can shout this with a speaker. You will see things that what can 100,000 do now? What can 100,000 achieve now?
Nothing. Nothing.
You're
Nothing.
earning 100,000. You're doing. I'm the man of the house. Don't worry, my wife will stay home. Okay, okay, okay. Don't worry, don't worry. When
Hand
life
go
shows
touch
you,
you.
when life shows you, you will call her and say, please, I need help. Oh, I need help. And I'm saying this with all seriousness. I know it comes out, we
Yes.
say this comically or with humor,
Mm,
but I'm being very serious. Please, God has called a man and a woman to be
hi.
one, to become one, in that union, help each other. Everybody brings 100. It's not I bring
Mm,
50, this one brings 50. No, it's I bring 100 in the areas of my strength. I bring 100 in the areas of her strength. She brings 100. And thankfully, I've been enjoying that in my marriage with disagreements here and there. You know, I'm not an, I used to, I said earlier that I'm an easy man, but in marriage, I'm not very easy. So I've been learning. I've been, I've been learning, my brother. I'm being sincere with you. Thank God I married the woman I married. If for no
yeah.
easy, if for no easy at
Hi.
all, if for no easy.
Okay, so I just have to so we can wrap up. So
Yes, please.
the first thing I want to say is your wife, Mrs. Favor, is an amazing woman.
Thank you, sir.
So I want you to use this medium to send her a love message in 1 minute that she will
Oh,
be
okay,
listening
okay.
to.
Thank you for the opportunity. I take every time I have to really thank my wife. And so, babe, I thank you for helping me. I thank you for helping me, and I mean this in every sense of the word. Word. I usually write on my status anytime I write about my wife that God made only three of them in this whole generation. I usually say there are only three pieces, unquote, of the kind of my wife. My wife is highly educated and highly resourceful, and she also then knows how to be a wife in a home, and she
Mm,
just allows me to shine, be the head. So thank you for your support. Thank you for everything you do for the family and for being, my hand under, the hand of Joshua holding Moses' hands up. And that you
yeah.
have been in this marriage. And it's been great doing this journey with you. It's been 5 years and counting. And
Wow.
I trust God to give me grace to just keep being the better version of myself and to serve you and our family well and better. Thank you, sir.
Mm.
Thank you.
So I have the last question. This is the more like the mic drop section. So,
Yes.
hmm. Okay, so let me say this. Let me ask it this way. So, if heaven gave you a 2 minute announcement slot to speak to all Christians on earth,
Hmm.
what message would you deliver?
My goodness, you ask you ask really deep questions in a very relaxed way. A lot of the questions you're asking are really, and I appreciate you for being very thoughtful. It shows how much commitment you put into the work you do. Right. So if I have 2 minutes to speak to the whole Christians in the world, I will say that realize that the only person that actually rewards is Jesus. So you had better make sure that what you are doing is not out of pretense, but that you are actually serving the
Mm,
Lord Jesus. Because the Bible says
mm,
that our work
be tested.
will be tried by fire. What that simply means is that the Lord.
Oh, all right.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. We lost
Yes,
each.
sir.
Yeah, yeah. So God is going to reward those that actually work for Him, and not those that pretend. Don't go and plan meetings that He didn't okay. Don't go and do
Yeah,
things because everybody's just doing it. At the end of the day, our expectation should be to hear, "Well done, you good and faithful
faithful
servant."
servant. Yeah,
So if we are servants, that means there's a task the master has given us, right? So
yeah.
you don't. It's not for you to do what you think he has called you to do. You do what he has actually called you to do, and not what you think. So this is my hope and prayer that every believer will begin to understand this and actually live for the audience of one. Thank you very much, sir.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
So for let me put a disclaimer
Yes.
out there that we I did not do I didn't do up to 30% of the questions I'm supposed to ask you.
Oh wow.
So it's not as though maybe we are trying to maybe we are out of questions and then we are trying to rush.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Of course. Of course.
Um
Of course.
so I'm telling them so they will understand. Mr. Wisdom has had a busy day and he also has a family and has a busy day tomorrow. So
Yes, sir.
it would be unfair being inconsiderate, and because we've gotten him at this point, we will now want to suck him. No. So we honor the fact that you came out, you gave us your time,
Thank you, sir.
your your resource, your everything. Thank you so much for pouring out
Thank you.
wisdom, for pouring out
Thank you, sir.
depth, for pouring out
Thank you, sir.
humor and grace tonight. We don't take it for granted. We
Thank you so
say
much, sir.
thank you so much. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
sir.
And
Thank you.
there's something I always say to my guests. So, sir,
Hmm.
we want to check out this moment.
Sounds
So,
good.
we want you to tell us how you feel about our conversation, and then
Yeah.
will you be, if we send you an invitation for an extended version, would
Hmm.
you grant us the honor
Yes.
so that just
Yes.
when in case it's change your mind,
Yeah.
we provide the
I'm giving a
evidence.
commitment to it. Yes. 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 Because as long as, of course, like the last time we find, and it's not like I'm claiming I'm too busy. It's just the way things are. You know how
Yes,
this
I
works. We
understand.
have to
I
work. We
understand.
have to do this.
Yes,
So yes, I'm
yes,
giving a commitment that I intend to any other time that you're led to bring me on. We'll find a very convenient time and be able to, like you said, you want to check on this moment. I'm really glad and privileged to be on your platform because I see you're building something great. So I'm glad I'm one of the voices that have also hopped on this
yeah.
stage today, because in the near future I'll be able to say he brought me, I've been there, because it's going to grow. But that's the same thing. It's like a seed now, a mustard seed. It's gradually going to be. Bible says when a mustard seed or a seed is planted, it's the least amongst the seeds in the field, and others grow, but it's taking root downwards, and then when it starts growing, it grows and becomes the mighty tree. So it's the same thing you're
Yeah.
building. I know the views and everything, but for now, you just keep at what you're doing. I believe if it's a vision of God, it's probably who knows, in the future we'll be able to put it in our CV. Where have you been? And I'll say I've been on the podcast of Topaz with so yeah. I love what you're doing. So anytime, sir, just let me
Thank you
know.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you so much,
much.
sir.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for that. And we'll be seeing. Have a good night rest. God
Thank you.
bless you
Thank you
so
so
much,
much.
sir.
Thank you
God
everybody for
bless you, sir.
joining in. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Have a good evening.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. we had a moment this night. It was amazing. It was so much value. It was so much value. So this is me saying random converse is always special, but conversations like the one we just had now reminds us why we started. So I keep telling people we don't bring people here because they are famous. Very far from it. We don't bring people here because we want to be famous. The thing was born out of this idea was born out of the passion to disrupt like the common mindset that is everywhere, like the mindset that is just everywhere. So that's why this platform exists. So thank you so much, sir. I will say thank you and thank you and thank you over again. So here we do real talk, real life, real transformation. So to everyone watching, I want to say thank you for staying true. Share this with someone and remember we'll be back. We'll be back. We'll just be back. So fortunately, I won't say unfortunately. Fortunately, this is our last random converse for this year. Uh, we need to shut down so we can actually plan for next year. And trust me, the lineup is already building. We've started confirming our guests for next year, and it's going to be back to back. It's going to be back to back. It's going to be massive. So to everyone who has stayed put till this time, I want to say thank you so much. This is Random Convos without filters. So I will play in a song for the next 5 minutes, and after that we'll be off. So the song is titled "Melody in My Heart" by our dear minister Buki. So listen to it and then be blessed. Thank you so much.
I will never run out of reasons to give you praise, of reasons to bless your name, of reasons to lift my hands and worship. I will never run out of reasons to give you praise, of reasons to bless your name, of reasons to lift my hands and worship.
Oh Lord, our Lord, how excellent is your name in all the earth. There is no one like you, There is no one like you. I they see the workings of your hands when I think of the moon and the stars, yeah. There is no one like you. There is no one like you. Nothing can stop the melody in my heart, oh. Nothing can stop the my heart, oh. Nothing can stop that is wet in my mind. It's your love, oh.